Oh, baby. Here you go. Look at him hitting that square hard. Tammy Confessions. He kind of looking at that mic like he want to suck it. Oh, well, that's a whole nother topic. Whoa, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Carcino here. And let's talk about Tammy and why he's so messed up. People tell you the truth about themselves. They do all this talking and they start to reveal things about themselves that many people in the world might not actually know. They stress an awful lot. They do. They actually stress out from doing this stuff repeatedly over and over and over again. But what Tommy says is so toxic, you knew there had to be something there. You knew there had to be a major problem. Now, I don't know who will be stupid enough to listen to Tommy, but I'm very glad they sent me this. Listen.
Then I had a stepdad. Okay. I had a stepdad when I was 8.
And you said you got molested as a child by a woman, right?
Yep. Where are we going with this? I was 10 years old, but where are we going?
All right. No, it just seemed like you got a real serious problem with controlling your emotions.
I do.
Yeah. So
no, I do. I'm agreeing with you. I do. I'm a woman in a man's body.
Your mom and dad or a single mother?
I was raised by my mom. Then I had
by your mom? Okay.
I had a stepdad when I was 8.
And you said you got molested as a child by a woman, right?
Yep. Where are we going with this? I was 10 years old, but where are we going?
All right. No, it just seemed like you got a real serious problem with controlling your emotions.
I do.
Yeah. So
no, I do. I'm agreeing with you. I do. I'm a woman in a man's body.
Well, this explains the behavior. This explains a lot of the issues that's been going on, resulting around or floating around Tammy. This explains a lot of the poor decisions. It explains the weird very weird vaccinations and just viciousness towards the African American woman. He sees his mother. He blames his mother probably for what happened to him and what was allowed to have been happening to him. But listen, not everybody's your mother. Not everybody's a queen, Not everybody is this. Okay? Not all black women are like your mother, Tommy. Your mother might have been the woman of the night, but she stuck it out and she raised you. Now, what happened to you allegedly at 10 seemingly had an effect on your brain and how you go through life. But you've made money, my friend. You have made money in this whole process. So now you've made money being this rude, weird person. You and Hassan Campbell and academics take this very aggressive attitude towards people just for rewards. But no one seems to stick around and ask the real question. Why? How could you sleep at night knowing you've done something that devious to another human being, or something that's out of school, out of turn, out of place. That wouldn't sit right with me. But it explains a lot. You're a woman in a man's body. So the name Tammy fits you just right. It fits you just right. Now, let's go to something else. Because of this interview with Judge Joe Brown, this what causes you to fall out with someone who treated you with the utmost respect and tolerated your nonsense. He focused on all the good points you made and kept you in high regard when other people didn't even respect you. He kept you in good light. He considered you and tried to treat you as a man and somebody who could be at least somewhat of a friend and be cordial. You couldn't do that. You fell apart because, like you say, you are a woman in a man's body. Your own words. You should expand and elaborate on that. Because now I feel for the first time in your show's existence, we heard the real Tommy. So now it feels like we're getting somewhere. See, he wants to get out there and confess his pains and get them all out to the public and to the world because he's tortured by them. When he goes out and starts lashing out at them women, he's thinking about all that stuff he went through. He's thinking about being a side baby, which they call the keep a Negro baby. She tried to trap Isaac Hayes. Let me stop saying that about Isaac. But they get this guy who admitted that he is a woman in a man's body. So that's on you. But it explains how he ends up with Hassan Campbell, academics. These are all beta males. A lot of you guys might think Poppy from the Bronx River is an alpha male because he's talking tough. He's a beta. And you know how you know that? When you see him in the presence of an alpha. They know better. They all apologetic. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm man enough to say I'm sorry. What that mean? If you don't mean it. You see what I'm saying? Clowns are going to do what clowns do. Now, Judge Joe Brown had agreed to do an interview with you, apparently, and was going to go on your show and do it with you, you know, like do the interview. To be so super sensitive about things is going to make people not want to work with you, Tommy. You going to little kids under you to help you out, help get you put back on. So now you go on Fresh and Fit show, Academics Buddies show, and embarrass them like that and give them good ratings to the fact that they want to keep bringing you back. So hopefully you fight some more girls. So that's where that is.
I said, if there's any other problem, when you called me about Kevin Samuels, and I said, bro, you got to understand, this man is the hottest thing on YouTube. Did I not say that?
About Kevin Samuel?
I said, because you asked me, why would you say that that's Kevin Samuel's word when I said you can't make that up? Because Kevin Samuel said that on the show, and then I said that, and I said, shout out to Kevin Samuel.
You said you saw my that's not what happened. We didn't have that part of the discussion. What you said was, man, this just came across as he's hot, and I just put it as his words, just not thinking because I guess he's hot.
Right, and so that's my point. Anybody with a half a brain know that repetitive. We hear him saying it now over and over again. So it's not about you saying it first. He's been saying it over and over again. So I told you, I said, listen, bro, I said that because I've been hearing it over. I said, so I'm not getting in y'all beef. That's exactly what I told you. And I said, if me and you have any other problems, I said, because I don't be by my phone. I said, sometimes, I said, I'm a different cat. I told you that. I said, if there's any other problem, before you go live, make sure you talk to me first. Did I not say that?
No, you said anything you got a problem with, hit me up, I'll correct it.
I said, call me and talk to me first. That was my exact words.
That you will correct it.
Okay, you keep saying that part, but did I say text me?
You say hit me up.
Right, that means have a conversation.
That's not what, but you said you're a different cat. Remember, we're adults. And if we're gonna have this, when someone say hit me up, that could mean extra what I do.
You're saying I said hit me up. So okay, let's go down this rabbit hole. You text me at the time that I was telling you, hey man, don't text me all this, because you text me and said, why would you say Kevin Samuels did? So if I'm saying okay, but if I'm saying don't text me, if I'm saying call me, because I didn't say hit me up, I said talk to me first. I specifically said don't make a video. I said don't make a video. Talk to me first. That's what I said.
They call you because we don't. You even try to tell.
Did I say don't make a video?
Hold on. You try to tell these people we don't talk on the phone. That's what you told them, to try and say we ain't cool. You did this, not me. They were your words. So you can't then now turn around and try to act like you were telling me to call you when you said we don't talk.
Dude, I shouted you out almost every video I went live. So why are you saying
I just say
yes, you're wrong. I never said we wasn't. Hold on, let me finish. I never said we wasn't cool. You can go back and pick up other videos and you can hear me saying, shout out to Kevin Samuels, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Now, what I'm saying is you're exaggerating the cool. What you're trying to take a part of a word that I said that the only 2 times that we really talked, meaning that how Tommy Sotomayor came into knowing Kwame Brown is when I went viral. Is it correct?
Yes, that's how I knew about you, because I saw your. No, I knew how we connected. Yes.
Okay. Right. So we have this superficial thing that we connected through the internet. Now, me and you exchanged some text messages, obviously more than I remember. So I never said that, oh, I only texted him twice. What I was talking about, the 2 big times that I was on your show, I went viral twice. Those were the points that I was trying to make, the 2 times. And in between that time, as you can see, I tried to link up with you. You were supposed to have me on the show before you had Angela Stanton on the show. Right after we went live, and you went with Angela Stanton because she just got off the Breakfast Club. I didn't call you and say, and I can show those text messages, but I didn't call you and say, hey man, this and that. We were supposed to come up with a podcast called Too Much Truth Thursdays, and this and that. I never got mad. I never said nothing.
That's not what happened. 2, I never did at any point in time.
So, right away, this details your problem. You've been having this problem since then. But let's listen, because we're going back in time to rewind him and remind him.
Not tell you any shit that I was doing or hit you up whenever you hit me. I was that kind of person. There's never a time when I told you I was going to do something with you, and then I didn't do it, and then you didn't hear anything from me.
That's not true. That's not true.
What time?
Because I don't look at things like you did. There's several times that you do this, let's try to do something later. The time that we were supposed to go live, you said let's try right before Angela Stanton, and then you got her on, and I didn't say nothing. This time, you said let's try. Hold on, wait. The text messages that you keep talking about integrity, So much so that you need to call my dead mother a pussy ass bitch and all this other stuff.
No pussy ass bitch.
It's actually in your title. If
I
somebody
call
put
your
it in the title,
mother no pussy ass
you
bitch.
said by the pussy ass bitch that raised you. So anyway,
call your mother no pussy ass bitch. But go ahead.
okay, that's cool. My mama can't hear you. Same logic you tell people talking about my mama don't know you. My mama don't know you.
Yeah, that's why I don't go around crying and talking about. I don't.
My mama can't. I don't go around crying.
I don't my family dead and living.
I didn't say nothing to you
So
about
my grandmother and do it, and you ain't seen me sit up there and try to get the.
That's fine, but I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that to you. So here's where people are not respecting you in this aspect, because I haven't done anything to Tommy Sotomayor. You started putting out text messages and all these things when I've shouted you out several times. You sent me a text saying, let's try later. How is that my integrity on the line when I said, okay, bet? The try didn't work. So that means you need to call and start cursing and calling me a bitch. And
That's not what happened. Remember, there was a next day.
There was. Did you see the very first video you put out? You started putting up text messages trying to say my integrity is on the line.
You're lying. That's not what happened. I've shown it all.
What's your first
day
video?
was Thursday. The next day was Friday. I didn't say shit to Seth.
So so wait, you're trying to tell the people that you set up an interview with Judge Joe Brown, and I was supposed
I didn't. Now you're trying to no.
I'm asking you, what did you say?
Here's what happened. I sent you sent me that message that morning. I said we can try later on the day and let's get it done. So you said bet. Later on that day, you ended up going on the dude show who called you a bust. That ticket to person.
I know that. So that just bumps your point of you saying I get mad all the time.
Until I say something that's wrong, you gotta let me finish saying it to explain it. So you can then either tell me it's right or wrong.
Okay.
So at the end of that, you said, I forgot, have been doing other people's shows. Then the next day, okay, I said, cool, we can do it tomorrow. Then the next morning I sit up and I saw you were on with Joe Brown. I was like, oh man, I thought we were supposed to be doing something.
Where are all these days? Where are all these days coming from? Because we can pull up the text messages now.
Y'all, I'm not gonna play this game. I
So
just show
all
it.
I'm saying is, you can pull up
No,
the text messages
it's because you're gonna keep cutting me off. I just show it. Because apparently,
so I can't interject. So wait, let's not yell and shit. I can't.
See? A woman trapped in a man's body. He told you. And he said, what does that got to do with us? Nothing. You're absolutely right, Isaac Hayes Jr. That has nothing to do with us. But live your truth. Admit that's the reason you have a problem with black women. You mad you ain't one. That's the truth. We knew that before you even came out and admitted it. Because of your actions. You don't act like a man who have morals, standards, a code. You know, stuff that men don't worry about. You seem to be all concerned about. Men don't worry about goofy stuff like that, man. Move on. Because they men. They ain't got time to. They got stuff to worry about that really means something. But your sensitivity level is way too high, brother. Or Tammy. All right. Academics gonna be in court one day with you, like talking about you didn't grab this booty. Now, isn't it weird? Well, ain't it a coinky-dink that I'll let y'all put it together. Academics had 6'9" swimming in between his legs. You got Hassan, butt boy. Then you got The woman trapped in the man's body with Tammy. I just would like for him to expand on that. Explain that. Get into some of your truth. Let's get to the real topic. Need some good. Those are good. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I just gotta find myself. It's time to get ready to go out and get something to eat. House got a nice, good, thorough clean. Shouts out to Self Talk. Third Eye TV now. At Kwame Brown Bus Life. Bus Life. Real sports news. Follow One Crack News. You already know. Ticket TV. Welcome to HD TV. Straight Talk. Angela Stanton Show. And of course, myself, Carcino for Life. Appreciate it. You can hit the like button. And if you just got here late, Tammy came out and said he is a woman trapped in a man's body. And he has been going on for about 7 months straight because Kwame Brown didn't call him back for an interview in enough time. And without having any conversation, he went on to blast him on his channel for views. And he saw seeing his popularity grow, so he just continued with the process. And here we are today. He's running behind 30-year-old kids when he about 50. Trying to get them to put him on. That's where we at. All right. I'm out. Cash App is Carcino if you want to donate. Super Chat works. I'm out.